The following days passed uneventfully with the surprising quickness. I find renewed motivation to learn sign language, and it seems that I have a knack for learning sign, so it would be a waste not to do it, and falling behind would be even more unacceptable. Sorry, that was my chair if you heard that. Summer break is coming up, even though I figured that the student council work would see a drop-off proportional to how lethargic my classes are becoming. It doesn't happen that way. Every day I get swamped under increasingly meaningless work. Despite how much I want to, I don't even have a free second to talk to Shizune nowadays. Every time I look at her, her face is buried in some book of records or some stack of papers that need to be checked in triplicate. Today I woke up early to come to school before everyone else, hoping to catch Shizune. She has a habit of coming in first thing in the morning, to be more punctual than the other students. Unfortunately, I think I'm earlier than her. Hearing the student council room door click, closed to my right, tells me that isn't the case. I guess I got here just behind her. I enter the room and tap Shizune on the shoulder to get her attention. Maybe she expects a conversation, which is why she puts down the carton of orange juice in her hand. Good morning. Where's your better half? We are separate individuals. Thinking about it, they must get that quite a bit. I can think of no other way to explain how ready she was with that answer. You're here early. That's good. You can help me look over some handouts. They're going out later today. I came here specifically so I could get to see you without having to do work. According to Misha, being early isn't new for you. It's not new for you either. Are you saying you want to race? Okay, whoa, calm down. Shizune adjusts her glasses nonchalantly, a gesture that bellies how giddy she is inside about having the thought of something very petty to take competitively and seriously. I think the smaller the matter is, the more it excites her. It's not a race. Do you want to make it a contest? I don't. I almost forget to add that last part, the most important part. Well, that's fine. There are too many days left in the school year. I get tired of it anyway. With that, Shizune picks up her juice and finishes it off. I wonder if she's going to try and shoot the empty container into the trash, but she doesn't. She doesn't throw. In fact, she seems puzzled why I seem so disappointed. Better get to the point. Yeah, why doesn't she throw? I just wanted to talk. Our break is practically here, you know. And we should spend more time together anyway. I was thinking that we could do that over the summer. Shizune's face turns as red as mine must be, and she starts adjusting her glasses, flustered. What an all-purpose gesture. She taps her fingers together in thought, considering her next words carefully. You mean like a date? Just because we're going out somewhere, that instantly makes it a date? You asked her to be your girlfriend. Of course it does. It's not? I want it to be a date. Then it is one. Shizune approvingly claps her hands once, before adding it on to my statement. But not today. I'm going away for a week to visit my family. That is an oddly formal way of putting it, and for that reason my interest is piqued. Maybe her family is prim and proper, traditional kind, living in a giant old-timey mansion with a little stream and koi pond, where everyone wears kimonos all the time. It's a wild assumption, but it's fun to speculate sometimes. What if Shizune puts on the appearance of being calm and mature, good daughter like Lily when she is with her family? Can't imagine it, but even there's a possibility that it's true, then I must see it. Only a week? It must not be that far of a trip then. Of course not, they're still in Japan after all. Really? It isn't like you can come with me, is that what you're trying to say? Why can't I? Whoa, it isn't like you would enjoy it. You don't know that, it could be fun. What is happening here? I almost forgot, you didn't answer my question. Are you going alone, or is Misha going along with you? Does your family know sign? Misha is coming along. That part of the question left unanswered is most telling. If Shizune's family can't communicate with her, I wonder what her childhood was like. She probably wrote everything on the pad she carries around and still produces out of nowhere sometimes. Usually, since neither Misha nor I are around, I can notice her from far away when she pulls it out like a last resort, grimacing the whole time. If Misha is going, then I'm going too. Going to go too. Do you like Misha? It's the principle of the thing. I was thinking, like, why is he saying it like that? Why is it like, if Misha's going, I'm going. Like, I'm down. I entertain the notion that Shizune might actually be jealous, but I doubt it. Of course she is. She usually wears her emotions pretty plainly on her face, but I don't see anything that would support my theory right now. I think you're just bored. That's okay, though. Alright, we'll all go together. It's what I'd hoped for in the first place. You can't skip out on student council today to pack your bags just because you're coming with us on such short notice. It's no excuse. It's okay, I hardly have anything to pack anyway. Shizune pauses, tenting her fingers thoughtfully. You must have come to the school on very short notice. It could be that she's thinking back to the time when she and Misha unexpectedly shoved themselves into my room and caught a glimpse of all my medicines. That was an awkward moment I'd like to forget. I don't even like revisiting it. The way she tiptoes around the issue, even now, makes me more uncomfortable. I did. It was kind of an on-the-spot decision. It worked out better than I expected, though. I hope Shizune won't pursue the matter, and to my relief, she doesn't. My home is in a particularly beautiful part of Saitama. We'll be leaving early in the morning, so be ready. Let's talk about it more later, okay? For now, those handouts won't work on themselves, and you're going to help me. As Shizune dives into her work, pulling me along with her, I think that she seems almost, but not quite, excited to go. Cute. It was a quick little day. Don't worry, boys, we're not cutting out just yet. We got another day in us. When Shizune and Misha arrive early the next morning to pick me up, they're dressed in something other than the school uniform I've grown used to seeing them in. I was hoping we could see this, because we've seen everybody else, I think, in their casual attire. Right? We've seen Hanako in her, like, hat, and... Does she have a coat? And then we saw Emmy in, like, her green thing, and I don't think she was wearing shorts. Well, I guess she always has to. She can't really wear pants. I don't know why I said that. Rin was in her overalls. I don't think we actually saw her in, like, casual clothes. We saw her in her overalls and then, like, her underwear. Like, that was it. Then we've seen Lily in, like, her beige, I think, like, sweater. Right, but we haven't seen Misha and Shizune, so I'm really curious. Oh my god, she's so pretty. That's really, isn't that revealing for Japan? That's kind of crazy. It makes sense since we're on holiday, but it's still jarring. Shizune's dress is sharp and fashionable, almost too much for a quiet place like Yamaku. Thinking back to what she wore at the Tanabata festival, I'm starting to notice a trend with her. All her clothes are very tasteful and mature, very well thought out, so... Then, I wonder why she herself is so immature. Bush Cheney, 2004? Well, at least Misha's clothes reflect her inner self on the outside. You're bringing so little. I said I would. I said there wasn't much to pack. Shizune pouts and rocks on her own, rather large collection of luggage with her foot, as if embarrassed. Misha only has one suitcase with her, but it's almost larger than she is. She looks self-conscious about it as well. God, that suitcase is as big as a compact car. The pea green color is unsettling too. It looks like something used to transport bodies. The way they looked right now makes me want to tease them a little. Oh, that's bad luck for you and Misha, isn't it? Having to carry those huge bags. Gotta pack light next time, like me. Everything fits into one little suitcase. They're gonna make you carry it 100%. Like James Bond. Yes, exactly like James Bond. Shizune gently tugs at her glasses in concentration. We should split the amount and carry equally. That's a great idea, Shizune. How do you carry equally with 3 suitcases? Are you going to take the stuff out of the suitcases? I'm so confused. It would benefit us all. Yep. I'm going to have to say no. You're outvoted. She almost lunges forward as she signs it, terrifying. Oh well, I was just kidding. I don't mind carrying a few extra. I just thought it would be fun to mess with you both. But if you were going to try and make me carry it all, I was going to ride that giant green case down the mountain like a sled. That would make Shizune laugh, and she holds up a hand to her mouth. That seems to make her laugh, sorry. She holds up a hand to her mouth and hold it back. It's like she's hiding it. I wonder if she can laugh. If not, that might be why she does that. It kind of makes me feel sad. Maybe she does laugh, but she's like really loud, because, you know, she's deaf. She doesn't want to make a scene. With that taken care of, we head for the train station, and a very uneventful ride follows. Shizune and Misha manage to fall asleep almost instantly, but I find myself unable to. This never happened before. Here's my medication. Ooh, pretty. When we arrive at Shizune's house, it's quite a bit larger than I'd envisioned than it would be. I don't think huge would be much of an overstatement. You live in a mansion? She's rich, bro. Did you not notice that she bought, like, everything all the time when we got here? Shizune indignantly stands up on her tiptoes so that we're at eye level and frowns deeply, having had my comment translated to her by Misha. It's as if she's saying, how can you even suggest such a thing? This is just a normal house. Nothing as ostentatious as a mansion. I'm sorry, he knows ostentatious inside? That's crazy. I don't know that word in English. I believe our definitions of those terms are quite different then. Hee-chan, are you surprised? Do you want me to point out where you'll be staying? I think we have a guest room, but I'm not sure if we have two. I'll check. It's no problem though, Hee-chan. Chi-chan and I can share a room if we have to. Well, unless hers is being used for something else now. Not sure. I'm starting to think Shizune doesn't spend a lot of time at home. What do you mean starting to? We live at a boarding school. Before I can make a joke out of her expense, Shizune vanishes into the house and Misha goes with her, leaving me alone on the grounds. I don't want to follow them inside just yet. I put my bag down by the front door, take the opportunity to look around the grounds, just making a quick lap around the house. It's kind of creepy. Ooh, okay, she looks wild. She looks exaggeratingly something. Even though it takes just a few minutes, when I get back to the first thing, I notice that my bag is gone and a tiny girl is in its place. She looks a lot like Shizune, although Shizune would wear red shorts and a star moon stockings. Hi, are you Shizune's little sister or something? No, I'm her little brother. My name is Hidaki. Oh, it's nice to meet you. That voice that responds is straightforward, monotone, and almost definitely male. I feel embarrassed to the point where I could almost turn around and leave right now, if I could remember my way back to the train. Are you the second person my sister brought with her? Brought with her? I'm not luggage. Anyway, I'm Masao. Did you take my bag? Yes. It is my right to keep anything I find on my property. No, it's not. That's not how it works at all. I guess even my particularly well-spoken little kids believe in laws of finders keepers. Even though I call him little, he doesn't seem that much younger, now that I think about it. Maybe 2 or 3 years younger at most. I gave it to Shizune. It's inside. Are you at the student council? Yeah. How did you know? Does she bring it up often? I almost said, does she talk about it often? That could have been bad. Yes. All the time. Do you get along with her? Get along? That's a weird question. I wouldn't be on the student council if I couldn't get along with her. What about you? Do you get along well? Even though he has a monotone voice, his face is expressive as Shizune's, and belly's how he really feels. Must run in the family. Looks like he isn't happy about my question for whatever reason. I'm sorry. I was only asking because you act so much alike. Okay. I don't know why, but it feels like he's teasing me. Unfortunately, it works. I don't like being compared to Shizune. You're a lot more like Shizune, but that's to be expected. I mistook you for her little sister, even. If you don't want people to make that mistake, you should dress more appropriately. I don't understand. My clothes are perfectly seasonal. What's with the stockings? They're cool. You act like my sister. Eventually people will start mistaking you for her. I guess my comment hit him harder than I thought. That would explain his attempt at turning it around. I hate being compared to other people. Shizune doesn't like it when she's compared to others either. I thought that Hideki was a little more mature than Shizune, but at least they have the same competitive streak and inclination to provoke people. What if he's like this because of Shizune, or the other way around? Neither do you, right? Okay, I get it. I shouldn't be so petty. Especially to little kids. Hideki seems to accept this as an acknowledgement of defeat, which is something that I feel like I can't let go. Nevertheless, I'll just have to let it go while I have the chance. I can hear Misha's laughter bouncing through the halls at the moment I step through the door to the house. I follow it to what I would guess is the living room, and it holds more people than I expected. Lily? What? Are they related? Okay, because Lily also went to her parents. Are they sisters? That'd be crazy, dude. There's no way.